I am confined to 3 rooms. My house has 9, but something else now occupies 6 of them. Something that doesn't take kindly to the sight of a human. It started when the sky turned black. Not because it was nighttime. It was the middle of the day when something suddenly blocked out the sun. At first, everyone thought it was a surprise eclipse. But then things started dropping from the sky. Strange creatures fell from above and hunted every living thing they laid eyes on. People, pets, wildlife, even the birds that stood stupidly still on the wires because they had no sense of caution. The creatures don't seem to understand the concept of doors, thank God. Anywhere with a closed door, they won't venture or pry. That's been keeping me alive for the past week. When the thing in my house first arrived, I managed to isolate it into 2 rooms and had the rest of the house to myself. But one slip-up after another resulted in the destruction of the separating doors. My living space got progressively smaller. It refuses to leave. It knows I'm here. It just can't figure out how to reach me. I need to get out of here. I've already gathered some things that I might need from the 3 rooms. A backpack filled with light snacks, 2 bottles of water, a flashlight, my phone, and a cobbled-together first aid kit. Hopefully this is enough to get me out of town. My 3 rooms are on the 2nd story. I'm not going to risk jumping out the window and breaking my leg. Those creatures would get me for sure. I sling the bag to my back and creep up to the door. I open it the tiniest of cracks to peer through. The creature doesn't seem to be where I can see it. That's good, because that's where I have to go, but also bad because it might be right behind the door for all I know. There's no sound apart from my breathing. No creaking floorboards, no foreign breaths, no throaty growling. This might be my only opportunity, and I have to take it. There's another room that's still closed off to the creature down the stairs and closer to the exit. I can hide in there before bolting for the outdoors. I open the door enough to sneak out and hastily creep down toward the other closed room. A noise from behind grabs my attention, and I freeze in terror. The familiar huff of the beast in my house. Without another thought, I tear the door open and duck inside, shutting it behind me. The creature screams as it rushes after me, colliding with the door. It huffs and sniffs at the wooden barrier, scratching at it with its talons. It knows I came this way, but it can't figure out how. At least that's what I think before the doorknob started slowly twisting. In a panic, I clutch the knob to stop it, but I can feel the cold metal still turning in my grip. Did this thing actually figure out how doors work? My breathing hastens. My eyes dart around every corner of the room. There's no window to escape through. There's no closet to hide in. I'm cornered. The doorknob stops moving. My eyes lock on my hands, still gripping the only thing maintaining my barrier. I listen intently to the space behind the door. Large footsteps thump against the creaking floorboards as the creature departs, but I can't tell which way it went. Minutes go by with me clinging to the doorknob like a lifeline. The hall behind remains silent. Did it leave? Is it waiting? Too many possible scenarios? Too many bad endings? There's only one good ending, and the likelihood of me reaching it is rapidly dwindling. I take a deep breath and open the door enough to peek out. The creature is facing away from me down the hall. It's not in my path. This is my chance, perhaps the only one I'll ever get. I shove through the door and bolt for the front door. The creature screams as it stumbles around to chase after me. I make it through and slam it shut behind me. Thank God it's still intact. The beast crashes against the wood, howling and screaming with an ungodly tone. Without looking back, I rush into the road. I did it. I'm out of the house. But now what? More of those things are out here. I can't see them now, but I know they're about. Hiding, hunting. I can't think about them now, or I'll freeze in fear. The last emergency broadcast that came through before my phone died said they'd secured a shelter in the high school in the next town. At least I had a destination. I turned in that direction, forcing my legs to carry me as fast as they can. Maybe I'd been one of the lucky ones.